Welcome to Woodshop 101, a woodworking audio podcast geared toward the hobby weekend woodworker. Your hosts for the show are Jeremy Crawford and Drew Shore. Join these two different craftsmen for a lighthearted banter about everything woodworking, online education, and how they produce content. Topics could include the latest news, tips, tricks, and designs, to include furniture, crafts, and shop projects.
All right, welcome to episode number 36 for April 25th, 2016. Today we're going to talk about time management. What's going on with you guys?
Not much. Just really
Not
busy.
A lot with me. Yeah, we're both kind of rushed.
Yeah. You know, it's a pretty good topic for today because I feel like none of us have had very much time this week. This podcast is just usually just getting pushed. You know, we're supposed to be recording on Tuesdays. Here we are on, Wednesday? And we're cramming it in between everything else.
Holy crap, it's Wednesday?
Yeah, right? Like, what day is it? What year is it? I don't know.
I feel like
anymore.
it's way past Wednesday. I feel like it should be Friday.
Yeah, but there's definitely a lot that's been going on, so definitely talking about time management today is perfect. I'm sure a lot of people are going to appreciate this one because everyone has 1,000 things going on in their lives and no time to do everything.
Oh, yeah. It's that's I'm pretty sure I'm going to forget something this week. It's either going to be to feed myself, feed my dog, or probably take a shower. We're going to do that.
So in listing all the things we're going to forget to do that keep us alive, we should probably hop right in and talk about how we manage our time with, a full-time job and content for our blogs, our websites, or YouTube. So what are your guys' tips?
Drew, take it.
Oh, why do I always got to be first?
I was first last week.
Yeah, that's true. You were. I made you first. Time management, that's basically everybody's Achilles heel, especially if they do multiple things like working a full-time job and things like we're doing here. This podcast, for instance, today has been horrible trying to figure out when we can get together because when we were going to record, Jeremy had no power. So we were forced to delay, and come to find out, the delay time that we were thinking about, Jeremy couldn't do.
Jeremy couldn't
Look, I'm telling you, so this week's horrible for me.
So,
because the world revolves around me.
Yeah, well, it's what it seems like this week.
It is.
But and Sam can attest to the time management thing because if you don't schedule, if you don't write stuff down, if you don't schedule your time out, you're going to forget a few things. And learning from my wife as well, she always likes to write stuff down. And I am more of a fly by the seat of my pants sometimes, living day by day. And after I've been doing this full-time job, the podcast, my YouTube channel, my website, all of that stuff combined, I have basically converted to writing things down or programming them into my phone so I don't forget anything because I have so much jumbled up in my head that if I don't do it, I'm going to forget about it. And that is the way I'm getting around it is just to keep it all written down so you have a point of reference. That way you just don't forget anything because that's me. I'll forget it.
Yeah, I'm all about writing things down. I'm the queen of planning, and I say that super seriously because I actually have a planner, and it basically maps out my day from 6 in the morning to 10, 11 at night. And I write things down hourly in there because between, I work at a job part-time, I'm getting my PhD, I'm working on my dissertation, I have my blog, I'm now starting this YouTube adventure. I have my small business where I make signs. So I'm just like a really busy girl. And I find that if I don't write things down, I'm going to forget. So if you make plans with me and I didn't write it down, sorry, we don't have plans. Like, that's just how my life works. And I always recommend, going back to pen and paper, being super traditional about writing things down. Things in my phone get lost all the time. I work as an executive function coach. So like I work with students who have difficulties with time management. And it's so funny that I give them advice on time management when I am like the busiest person in the entire world. But my advice is always just write it down. Seriously, write down what you're doing. There's too many things to worry about.
I was going to make fun of you because you said you write stuff down in your planner. And I was going to say, oh, you mean your coloring book?
Yeah, well, okay, so I sent them a picture of what my planner looks like today to kind of show them that I was super busy this week, and they were like, nice coloring book. Yes, I'm OCD, and I color code things, and it makes my planner look pretty, and let me live, okay?
If you got time to color, you got time to do other stuff.
Yeah, it probably took her 20 minutes just to write all that stuff in her book.
Come on, you guys. Highlighters take like 2 seconds. Come on.
No, it's not the writing; it's the finding the highlighter. That's my problem.
Oh, trust me, they're color coded in my drawer. Like, if you guys saw me in person, you'd be like, this girl's kind of a little freak over here, color coding her planner. But no, it works. And seriously, get a planner. It's like my lifesaver every day.
I'd lose the planner. I just my time management so much that I'm gonna set it down and walk away, and then go do something else and completely forgot that I left the planner somewhere else. But no, it sounds like a broken record, but yeah, I do write down everything. In fact, my lists have lists. So I make lists about my other list just to help me stay somewhat functional and organized. But it's just trying to find the time to do those things, and it's prioritizing. And I'm really, this week I was trying to focus on one task at a time. And I'm a big proponent, and I talk a lot about, and all the people I work with, they know. So like you have a big problem, you got to take that big problem and break it down into small problems. That's how you tackle it. And I just felt like I've been trying to tackle this big problem for a couple weeks now, and it's between trying to get all the social media up to date for the podcast, and trying to get my website going. I got to get this Brusso box build done, and then I got all these other things to plan on to do for moving. And, I just started doing little bits here and there and never finishing one task. And so this week was like all about, all right, I'm going to stop. I'm going to do one thing to completion, get that off my plate. That's one less thing I got to worry about. And then I lost power. So that just
Perfect
put me
timing.
a little more behind, getting this podcast out, and, super important. And that's why we've all been all week trying to figure out this time that we can get together. And literally about 45 minutes ago, not even that, we decided, hey, we're recording in 15 minutes. At 5:45, we decided we're recording at 6:15, and it is now 6:25 Central Time. So
yeah,
it's it was finally like, all right, we have like a few minutes together. Let's knock it out of the park and get going. And that's my biggest advice is break down your problem, break down your time management into small manageable tasks. Get one task complete before you start another, so that's one less thing you actually have to worry about. So,
well, a lot of people have asked me how am I able to do what I do while having a full-time job, and I'll break it down to you like this. My day consists of, I wake up every morning around 6:30, 7 o'clock, get my daughter ready, and then I go to work after dropping her off. Then I come home. Then it's I have a small hour to do some daily household chores before I go pick up my daughter at 6. Then I bring her home, cook dinner, spend time with them before getting her ready for bed at 8 o'clock, having her in bed by hopefully 8:30, and then spending time with my wife for about an hour, hour and a half. And then when she goes to bed at 10, then I go out in the shop if possible, or I start doing plan work for a future project. And I'm usually up until midnight to 2 o'clock in the morning. And it's that way every single day of the week except for Saturday and Sunday. And I had written in my planner my week, and it's very repetitive because what we do is repetitive. Where like my Monday, I have preparation for my weekly blog. Then I have Tuesday as releasing of my blog. Wednesday, and because those are so short, then I go out in the shop and work on a project build. Then like Wednesday I do something, Thursday I do something. I have a video release on another day, and I mean it's just consistent, repetitive time slots that I have for every single thing that I do about my YouTube channel. My work is very repetitive. I don't need to write anything down because it's all right there when I go to work. But anything that involves YouTube channel, website, podcast, I have it all written down in a scheduled format, so I know exactly when I need to do it, how I need to do it, and when I got to have it done.
Yeah, that being said, I mean, I get a similar question because I'm just juggling so many things at once. But, you know, there comes a point, too, where if you just love everything you're doing or everything you're doing matters, then you're going to make it work. And if that means losing some sleep, I mean, heck yeah, I'll lose sleep to work on a project because I don't really get that time otherwise during the day. So, I mean, for people who are worried about time management, which is understandable, you know, you have to understand at the same time, if you love everything, you'll make sacrifices and you'll just try to fit it all in. And, you know, to the point where you're not going to drive yourself crazy, but it's still going to be rewarding at the end of the week.
Yeah. Like you said, Sam, it's a reality check. If you think you're going to get 8 hours of sleep, work a full-time job, and get family and shop time, it ain't happening. It's not going to happen. You're going to have to cut time somewhere, and you figure out what's important. Is spending time with your family more important? Is being in the shop? Is getting sleep? Obviously, your day job's probably the most important because that's paying the bills. But, yeah, you have to be willing to flex on your time somewhere and learn to prioritize your tasks. And that's something that I'm having a difficult time with this week because there's so much to do and so little time to do it. Literally, I got to have pretty much everything done that I can by Friday, and then I'm out of the shop, I'm out of the office until Sunday. That means my Brusso build, that memory box got to be done. Video released, blog written, everything done by Friday night, because that's my deadline. And then the weekend, I'll probably just spend recording small project, or cleaning, or I don't know, drinking heavily. I haven't decided yet.
Drinking comes before sleeping.
Yes. Drinking helps you get to sleep.
Speaking of deadline, Sam, what kind of deadline are we looking at with your YouTube release here?
Why do you guys do this to me? Like, why do you?
We agreed on the same day.
I know. So the reason why it's taking so long, excuses. The reason why it's taking so long is because I'm actually, now you're going to make me give away all my secrets, but my logo is getting animated for the video. I'm trying to get everything done, you know, the right way to start, or at least close to the right way to start, so that once the video is up, I can hopefully like what it looks like enough to keep the format for a while. So I'm waiting for the logo to be done. Guy who's animating it is actually my younger brother, who has like a super cool job at Rockstar Games. So he's been pretty busy. Time management. I can't force him to do it if he's busy, but he's doing me the favor, and he will have it done this weekend. And then hopefully I told him that my deadline to have the YouTube video up would be on Wednesday, because I like to post actual projects on Wednesdays. So maybe like a week from today. Okay. No, not maybe. A week from today it's happening.
Yeah, no maybe. It's gotta be a week from today.
I was gonna be more flexible and try to release on that same day, but yeah, Brusso came back, and I guess they've been following the updates, and they're like, all right, so we can expect something about like Friday, and I'm like, sure. Friday sounds good.
Well, it's the time management piece. That's really what it is. Is like I have a lot going on. He has a lot going on. You got to be flexible sometimes, and I just unfortunately have to wait longer than I wanted to for it. But it'll be worth it. I keep seeing things in the video that I'm like, I'm gonna change that before it goes up, and like I'm obsessing at this point, so it has to go up. Otherwise, I'm gonna drive myself insane.
Well, that's why I sent you the link to my very first video that
genius.
I ever did.
So good.
And we're gonna put
just to make you feel better.
We're gonna embed that video in the show notes for everybody to watch.
I'll forewarn you guys. If you haven't seen it, it's bad.
Ooh. If you need a good laugh.
Yeah.
Because I stopped at like 1 minute and 30 seconds. I thought I was gonna pee my pants. It was so entertaining. I loved it.
And it's nothing like what I'm doing now, and that's just evolution of my channel. It's kind of funny, and I ended up showing my wife too because she forgot, and she just thought it was hilarious.
And you know, a couple years from now, I'm sure that both Sam and I will look back on our videos and laugh as well.
Okay, in a week from when I posted, I'm going to look back at my video.
Just give it a week.
You grow. Each video you get a little better.
That's what I hear. I'm hoping it's true.
Talking time management. After you post your first video, when can we expect a second video?
Oh, geez. Now you're just really asking for too much. But no, my schedule for my blog, I used to drive myself insane and try to do a project a week, and it just isn't reality anymore. So my schedule allows me to post 2 projects a month. I'm hoping that means that now I can kind of switch over from stopping to take pictures of what I'm doing every 5 seconds to filming the entire process and putting it on YouTube along with a written tutorial. So hopefully it'll be kind of a bi-monthly thing. And if not, I hope people understand because I'm a busy lady.
That's what I'm shooting for is the bi-monthly thing. And then hopefully like 2 or 3 times a year do a bigger build that takes longer like this. But right now, like I got a lot of smaller projects I'm going to start filming just so I have something to release while I'm in between shops and moving. So I have a stack of materials to start working on other projects.
Oh man, so. I have a list. I have a list of like 20 projects I've been dying to work on and I can't find time. So hopefully that means that once I close my Etsy shop this weekend, I'll have more time to focus on those and I'll have some better content on my blog. So I'm kind of excited.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, if
don't be too, let me just say, don't be concerned about the viewers. They will understand.
No, I won't.
You guys better understand. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm not going to understand.
Okay, well then you are going to get blocked from my YouTube channel and you are not allowed to comment on any of my videos.
I learned from the best. I create a whole bunch of spam accounts.
Just like I do on Facebook.
I learned from you. No. All right, guys. Well, if you have some time management tips that can definitely help Sam, Drew, and I get through our week a little bit better, we would gladly hear those. Just don't tell us to quit anything because it's probably not going to happen. So I'm glad we were able to sit down for a few minutes this week.
Yeah, if only for 15 minutes.
Yeah. You know, you guys are probably expecting a longer episode this week, but we have to make do with what we got. And
time management.
15 minutes is what we had this week. So,
well, very cool. This, like I said, it was a good episode. Time management is, I mean, even holding this 15-minute episode just kind of shows you that sometimes time does get in the way, and you just got to work around it. So like Jeremy said, any other tips or suggestions would be gladly welcome. So if you want to get in contact with us to be able to share those, you can leave us a voicemail that we can play on air and answer anything that you have, just to listen to the suggestion, give us feedback. And that number that you can reach us at is 409-234-3959. And also you can reach us by email at Woodshop 101podcast at gmail.com. I see I'm trying to think of all this on the fly. So, and also if you want to contact us individual, we have websites that have fancy contact forms that we have talked about many, many times. And that is DIYHuntress.com, RHWoodshop.com, and CountrysideWorkshop.com. So that's pretty much it. We want to wrap this up very quickly because Sam has some very, very important things that she has to prepare for in the next 15 or 20 minutes.
Yes, I do.
And we don't want to make her late.
I can't be late, otherwise I can't graduate next year, you guys.
Woo, that's bad. So from Jeremy, myself, and from Sam, we want to wish you guys well. Be safe in your shops, and we will talk to you next week with a longer episode. So 1, 2, 3.
Boom!